Hello and welcome to the July edition of Hayes Headlines. I'm Sara Bloom with Downtown Hayes Development Corporation.
Melissa Dixon from the Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Sarah Wasinger from the Chamber in Hayes, Kansas.
Once again, lots of events happening in Hayes, which is so exciting, coming out of the COVID-19 stuff, and more events and more gatherings and maybe even a little bigger gatherings. But we've got 2 pages of events that we're going to talk about today.
It's exciting.
I know. Who wants to go first?
I can talk about something that's coming up early.
Yeah. We both can.
We're partnering on a mini version of Wild West Festival.
Yes, very many.
Yeah, it was not a good idea to have those giant concerts at this time.
Right.
So they're just kind of dialing everything down. And there's going to be plenty of room for people to space out at the parade, on Main Street Parade, and activities downtown at the pavilion, like box lunch on the bricks and
the markets and pickleball and all sorts of things. So, no, Wild West Fest is such a downtown tradition. And it was sad when they announced that they weren't going to be able to do anything. So we're so excited that DHGC and Wild West Fest are kind of partnering to create 2 days of fun. And like you said, not kind of the big concerts that we're used to, but some new things like a pickleball tournament all day on Friday, a box lunch with miles on end under the pavilion. What else is happening on Friday? I'm forgetting something on Friday. No, is that it? Are we sure?
Is there a concert?
Oh, another concert. The big concert's Friday night.
It's the free
That's
concert.
because it's yours. I'm not running that one.
And
Yeah,
at
it's
this
the free
time,
concert.
the band is a surprise.
We'll know someday.
Yet to be announced.
Yes, yeah, that's
but
the
it's
big
going to be
concert.
free, which is really cool.
Yes,
The committee
and
really
Kiwanis
wants
will be
to
there.
do. They really want to do some goodwill for the community because
Yes.
they know everybody's had so many disappointments. So we're really looking for what can we do.
Right. And
we can do.
It's free,
A
but
small
free
scale
will
free
donation for those that want to continue to support Wild West Fest next year, because all the bands that couldn't come this year are coming now next year.
Except for one.
Kiwanis will be there with their beer garden as usual, so that's something to look forward to. And then Saturday, we've got the Downtown Hayes Market, the Wild West Fest 5K, the Wild West Fest Parade, then the block party under the pavilion, which will have live music there and a hot dog eating contest and all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, the traditional fireworks.
The fireworks.
Yeah, just look
And you
up.
can tune into Mix 1013. Mix
1033?
103.3. Yes, thank you.
Mix 103.
For your themed music to accompany your fireworks show.
Yeah. But downtownhayes.com or wildwestfestival.com, all the details.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. It'll be a smaller scale, but I think it's still going to be great.
Me too. What else is happening? Baseball. Baseball is back. Do you want to talk about all the things baseball?
There's lots of tournaments happening out at the sports complex. So, community, thank you in advance for sharing our roads, parking lots, mall, restaurants with our guests from out of town communities. The traffic really has picked up out there with some tournaments. I know July 10, 11, 12th is going to be a big youth baseball tournament. 13th and 14th I have down as a state tournament, and then a USSSA pretty large fast pitch July 17th through 19th. So just be aware. We're going to have some great guests in town those weekends.
I think they're trying to squeeze as much baseball in July as possible since we missed out on May and June. So, yeah, lots of tournaments.
Everybody feels that way.
We pretty much have baseball Monday through Thursday every night, every week. So, yeah, it's good. And speaking of rescheduling, lots of graduations have been rescheduled this month.
Yes, TMP is going to have their graduation on July 12th, and that'll be at 2 o'clock in the Al Billinger Fieldhouse, and excited to also have their project graduation later that evening. And that'll be fun because the Chamber is actually doing something kind of cool to partner with Hayes High and TMP's project graduation committees, and we're trying to collect donations on behalf of the seniors who really kind of had their last couple of special events stolen from them this year. So we want to give them every opportunity to celebrate big before they go off to college or to do their jobs or whatever it is they're going to do.
Cool. Is that for TMP and Hayes High then?
Yes, for TMP and Hayes High. So if folks are interested in that, they can just contact the Chamber over the phone or in person, and we'll get the checks to the right school.
Perfect.
So if I wanted to donate, I just call you and say, I want to put money toward project graduation.
Absolutely.
That's
Very
so easy.
cool.
Thank you.
So the 12th is TMP, then the 18th is Ellis High School, and then on the 25th we have Hayes High School. Theirs will be at 10 o'clock in the morning outside of the high school. So they're going to have an outdoor ceremony at 10 o'clock. People can spread out a little bit.
Fingers crossed for good weather and not too much wind.
Exactly.
We'll be crossing our fingers for a long time on the no wind.
not rescheduled, but looking a little different this year. Ellis County Fair, instead of 2 weeks, just 1 week this year. Do you have any details on that?
A lot of fun stuff. The races are going to be happening at the Speedway. Plenty of room to spread out. They've got plans for monster trucks, which is my kid's favorite. And there's even going to be a Lego brick competition, along with the regular 4-H.
Are they going to spray down all the Lego bricks?
I'm sure they are. Everyone.
Speaking of the fair, they are looking for a lot of volunteers right now because the group that normally volunteers is kind of in that group that maybe should or shouldn't be out in the community right now. So Lauren Fick from Cottonwood Extension Agency, she's actually taking a list of names for people who are willing to volunteer. So give her a shout out if you're looking for a volunteer opportunity.
Okay.
Absolutely.
They'll also have a free concert out at the fairgrounds. Several of those. They're going to have outdoor vendors, and we want to direct you to a website at the bottom of the screen where you can get all of the lineup, so you've got the schedule and you can go to what you choose.
Absolutely. I know that's happening July 11th through the 18th. On the 18th, it seems like everyone has decided to hold an event. So you can just
Give
come
us
to
the
Hayes and you
rundown.
can do whatever you want. So
Hayes
Hayes
Day.
Community Theater is doing their show of Picasso. At least that's the second weekend of that show. We can talk about that a little bit more. We've got the arts and crafts show at the mall. What else is happening? We've got Ace Auction happening at TMP.
So TMP's Ace Auction is going to be a big and exciting event again. They're excited to have that at the Al Billinger Fieldhouse, and that's going to be, of course, Saturday at 4 p.m. is when that all kicks off. They've got a beautiful mill with it, a silent auction, an oral auction, and then they also have raffle tickets in conjunction. So you can actually buy raffle tickets if you aren't attending and still have a chance to win. So it's the biggest fundraiser that the school has every year, so it's a pretty big deal. And they even do a fun preview party the night before, so you can go from 8 to 10 Friday night to go check out all the live and silent auction items. So,
any idea what some of the raffle items are? Can you share?
They've got a car, they've got cash.
Nice.
You know, who doesn't want to win a car?
Yeah.
I know one item that, the only item I know, Oktoberfest Committee donated a beautiful, like, blue crystal beer stein from somewhere fancy.
Very nice.
It's gorgeous, so look for that.
If people have questions or still want to buy tickets, I think there might be a few left. They can contact Mary Lang at the TMP Alumni Office.
Okay,
Perfect.
Great.
All right, well, we're about out of time for this segment. We have a very special surprise guest next segment, so we're not even going to tease it. We're just going to be right back.
Nex-Tech Cloud Phone goes where you go. In the office? Perfect. At the lake? That works. In the field? Yep. Grilling a steak? Absolutely. Cloud Phone is perfect for the small business, and here's why. They're cost-effective, reliable, scalable, secure, and mobile. If you're up for freedom and saving money, call now. Oh yeah, sign a qualifying Cloud Phone contract and don't pay for 90 days. Call 1-800-588-6649. Ask about our Cloud Phone systems. Some restrictions apply, limited time offer. Trust Rogers & Associates Insurance to keep your peace of mind through all the seasons in life. Whether you're cozy at home, memory making with your family, on an outdoor adventure with the top down, floating on a boat, or in the middle of harvest, we can customize an insurance plan that's perfect for you. For all the seasons, we've got you covered. Call us or visit us online to learn more today.
We've all heard what they say about us. Flyover state, middle of nowhere, a bunch of country folk, and countless Wizard of Oz jokes at our expense. Go ahead and fly on over. There's nothing to see. There's nothing going on. Nowhere to be. And yeah, we've got a lot of hard-working, entrepreneurial, best neighbor you could ask for farm families. We only wish for a pair of ruby reds, because there really is no place like our home. We're proud of Kansas, and that's why we built our entire network for it. Nex-Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected. Try us for 30 days risk-free and experience something different for yourself.
Storage Solutions is now offering premier portable buildings built locally in Greensburg and made to withstand the Kansas weather. These unique buildings can be more than just a storage shed and are as large as 16 by 40 feet. Their 30-year warranty offers flooring and walls that won't rot, splinter, or crack and are finished with a urethane paint. Multiple purchasing options are available. Visit Storage Solutions of Hayes to view models or go online to customize your building today.
Hi, welcome back to the second segment of Hayes Headlines for the month of July. I'm Melissa Dixon from the Hayes Convention and Visitors Bureau, and with me is Reese Barrick, the director of the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. And we're so excited that you're back open and we can come see all the great things that are here. And while we were closed, you unveiled a new exhibit.
We did. We were closed for 2 months, and it was really a lonely experience here for quite a while. So one of the things that we had an opportunity to get was something new, so that when people were able to come back and visit us, they'd have something new to see, because we always like to have some new things to see.
And you always do. You're good at it. There's always something new here.
We try. So.
Well, This exhibit is like nothing I've ever seen because it was kind of an explorer artist who went to the Canadian Arctic, which I thought Canada was already pretty far north. This is like keep going north. And he took all his painting material and photography and video and kind of recorded these places where not many people go. And it sounds like he had some pretty cool encounters with some things that aren't expecting people to show up.
Yeah, well, that's right, because the Arctic is one of the sort of the ruggedest, least explored places on the planet, because it's a pretty rough time. It's cold and it's dry and it's pretty inhospitable for most of the year.
Not your top 10 vacation spots.
No, it's pretty dark. You can see some good northern lights if you get way up there, certain times of the year. But
yeah. It sounded like he took 4 trips, explored all over, just made this huge catalog of work. And it's, how many pieces are here at the Sternberg that people can see?
55 pieces, I
Holy
believe.
moly.
There's a lot, and they go from relatively small to really large.
We're in front of the biggest one here, Great Glacier. But yeah, you don't see a lot of paintings of glaciers because people just don't hang out there.
They don't hang out there a lot. And what's interesting is Corey, he started this work in 2001 and spent over a decade going around filming and painting. And it got him into the Canada Geographic's top 100 explorers.
Wow.
So he spent a lot of time exploring all over the Arctic. He's went from the far north of Ellesmere Island, which is as far north as you can get, to as far east as Baffin Island, which is had a number of explorers around in that area, to all the way to the west into the Yukon, down to the very south part of as far as you can go to the south and still be in the Arctic Circle. So he covered basically everywhere in the Canadian Arctic.
And you've got a lot of stuff around where we can read about what he did. I read that his wife and his daughters tagged along for the first part, but I don't think for very much longer. There's more great information. There's an app that is available. There's information at the museum, and you scan the artist, scan the piece, and it gives you the story of that piece. So that's pretty cool. We can do that.
Watch this. See, I've got it on the app.
We're going to do it right now.
And you can flip it over here, and it pops up and says Great Glacier, Corey Trepanier.
It automatically recognizes the artwork. So you could do this in any museum and scan Mona Lisa, and it'll give you the story of the artwork. That's really cool.
It tells you where he was at, his location, tells you all about it. And sometimes this is really a really cool interactive art exhibit, because a lot of these art pieces, when you scan it like this, it'll pop up with a video. It'll be Corey in the field telling you about what he was painting.
Very interactive.
So it's very interactive and very cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, thinking about some other things that are happening in the museum right now, I know when you closed, a lot of people were disappointed that maybe they didn't get out to see Prairie Ocean. Long time no see, pun intended, SEAC.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. You're so good at that. So can people still come see all that is Prairie Ocean exhibit?
Absolutely. And we're very fortunate. Ray Troll and Chuck Bonner were very gracious and very excited to keep their artwork here for the summer because, we had a great opening. We had music, all kinds of fun things. And they were really sad to have it shut down and people only getting like
just a little taste.
A little taste of it. So they were happy to keep it here for the summer. So you could come on in and see the fossils, a lot of fossils that were collected from Western Kansas, and some great art by two really talented artists that have been all over Kansas and really all over the country painting fossils and landscapes.
And are they both from fossil collector families?
Chuck's from...
What's the connection to the fossils? Because I thought these guys are artists. And then I came to the opening. I was like, wait, they're musicians. And then you're like, wait, this is their fossil hunting vehicle. What's going on?
Well, Chuck Bonner is from a fossil hunting family in Western Kansas. His dad knew George Sternberg and would go out with George and do a lot of hunting.
Like they're buds.
And Chuck and his brother and sister would go out hunting with George,
Neat.
Fossil hunting all the time. We have a fossil called Bonnerichthys that's named after the Bonner family. And so it's really, really cool history of Western Kansas, great art. Ray Troll got his degree from Lindsberg, and he's got great art. He's got books of fossil art from all over the country. Really cool.
Wow. So get up here to the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Check their website for updates. 2 great exhibits to see right now. And we'll be back after this break. Thank you.
The team at Homestead Assisted Living is a proud supporter of the Hayes community. Located just west of the Sternberg Natural History Museum, Homestead is a warm and welcoming community where residents receive compassionate care from licensed professionals. If you're curious about senior living options for yourself or a loved one, make Homestead your first call. Our kind and courteous staff would love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. Call us today to schedule a tour of Homestead or visit us online at homesteadofhayes.com.
What a girl wants in her home kitchen. Ease of use, flexibility, fun, the latest kitchen design, Frigidaire Professional Real Stainless Steel for fewer finger smudges, a French door refrigerator, convection cooking, and quiet dishwasher. Have the staff at Genuine Appliance in Hayes demonstrate new Frigidaire gallery appliances to find what you want. Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th Street in Hayes. Everything a girl wants.
Welcome back to the July episode of Hayes Headlines. I'm partial to the artsy stuff that happens in our community.
That's good because there's a lot of it.
Things. I know everybody's had some disappointments this season, and one of mine is that we missed our art walk. It just wasn't the right time. Mm-hmm. But you can still go down to the Hayes Art Center Gallery and see the Smoky Hill Art Exhibition. It'll be up through August, so you can go in anytime, Monday through Friday. And check it out. They always do a beautiful job, and the art always blows me away. I spend forever in there.
Yeah.
And they are doing some art classes this summer.
They are several. Yeah, there's classes for adults and for kids. Some of them are happening in the outdoor pavilion, again, trying to keep that social distancing happening. But yeah, lots of opportunities there. HayesArtsCouncil.org.
Sarah, speaking of the pavilion, you guys have a new installation coming in from Pete Felton. Do you have any details on when that'll be coming?
We do. As soon as the security cameras are in place, that will be in place. So we're currently accepting bids for security cameras, and once those are installed, one will be focused on the new sculpture, and one will be focused on the restrooms that we installed about 2 years ago. But yeah, once those cameras are in, we'll put that on the platform that's already ready for it, and we'll enjoy a chamber ribbon cutting, hopefully.
Can't wait.
It's a beautiful piece.
Can't wait.
We're excited.
Also under the pavilion, we've enjoyed the downtown market.
Yeah, speaking of artsy stuff.
Yeah.
Always handmade crafts and lots of fun jewelry and quilts. And you can pretty much find
shirts,
anything
hats,
you want to. Right.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, lots of stuff at the market. It's still happening every single Saturday from 7:30 to 11 under the pavilion. something new this year, we're very excited to be offering the SNAP program, which is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or food stamp program. So if you have someone that you know that is currently on that program, or if you're currently on that program, you can actually bring down your EBT card, get that swiped, and exchange that swipe for wooden Downtown Hayes Market tokens. They come in $1 or $5 increments, and then you can go to any vendor at the market that's selling dairy products, eggs, meats, produce, you name it, any of the food.
Okay. Food items.
You can't use it on the artsy stuff. You can't use it on liquor. There are, some limited things that you can't use it on. But if you need some fresh basil, or you need some fresh tomatoes, and you want to know where your produce is coming from, and you're on that program, the Downtown Hayes Market is now a resource for you. So we're very excited for that. It's actually gone extremely well already in its first few weeks. Yeah, it's been wonderful. We've tried to have that program in place for some time, but we felt it was especially important with all of the COVID-19, families that were affected by COVID-19 and some of the financial strain that many of us are feeling lately, or more so than usual. But yeah, it's going really great. So
you've got hand washing stations too, right?
We do. We still have hand washing stations in place. Of course, we've got the restrooms just down the way for that as well. We've got hand sanitizer at our table, at a lot of the vendor tables. We still have signs up encouraging social distancing. You'll still see some of our vendors wearing masks and guests wearing masks. We want people to feel safe when they shop. So yeah, we have put some restrictions in place. We encourage you not to touch the products. Let the vendors do that for you. But no, it's been going really great so far.
I felt totally comfortable, and there's plenty of room to spread out down there under the pavilion.
Yeah.
And I always learn something. Mm-hmm. I know K-State Extension's been down there.
Yep, our master gardeners.
Doing some demonstrations.
Yep,
so
they'll be there every second Saturday of the month. So coming up, there's always something. We try to have a special event every Saturday, whether that's a free kids craft, which is usually the first week, the master gardeners the second week. We try to have some live music every month. So we've got some of that coming up this month. And then, we try to celebrate some of the national holidays too, with the National Honeybee Day and National Farmers Market Week. So watch for photo booths and the live bee, the observation beehive that the Jensens come down. So yeah, always something.
So fun and educational. If
Yes.
you haven't been down to the downtown market, please get down to the pavilion. It's great.
Yeah. We're always under the pavilion except for one day, which will be August 1st this year. I'll plug that just for a second. We have our Bazaar on the Brick sidewalk sale August 1st.
The best
day. It did have
day.
to get moved thanks to graduation getting rescheduled for Hayes High on the 25th. We wanted to be respectful of them and not try to compete, and make sure that people can attend both if they would like to. So Bazaar on the Brick sidewalk sale August 1st from 7 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. And that's when our downtown businesses will move their products onto the street. We will close Main Street from 8th to 12th Street. And then we'll bring the Downtown Hayes Market vendors out onto Main Street as well. So really fun day, big bargains, biggest sale of the year for many of our downtown businesses.
Is the Nex-Tech train going to be there?
We're trying. Not sure. To be determined.
Okay.
We're kind of all up in the air with that too, and how we're going to disinfect things, and yeah.
Okay.
It may not have as many activities this year as there has been in the past.
That's okay.
But still some good
It's
sales.
still going to be fun.
Yes.
It's still going to be fun.
The businesses do such a fantastic job. I was able to go get some pretty sweet deals last year, so I'm looking forward to it again this year.
What I loved was I went early to do a volunteer job, and I got to hit everything very early, and I left with bags. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was this.
You were at the United Way
this
table.
good at the very beginning. So I learned how to get there early, get the good stuff.
It's important. What else? Anything else happening in July, ladies? We want to give a shout out to Chestnut Street Floral for our beautiful centerpiece today. They're in downtown Hayes.
Wedding Connections.
Wedding Connections inside Chestnut Street Floral.
Tell us a little bit about what they're excited about right now.
Oh gosh, Casey always has beautiful decor. You can go in and get artificial flowers, real flowers. She's also Wedding Connections, a wedding planner, so she will plan your wedding from start to finish if you need her to. But also like the best coffee beans. If you are a coffee connoisseur, you have to go in because she's got a whole wall of coffee beans, and you can take the beans with you, or she's got a grinder right there, and she'll bag it up for you. But just every flavor imaginable.
It smells amazing in
there.
there.
It does. And little gifts and things like that as well. But yeah, amazing little shop downtown.
And she does our linens actually for the chamber banquets, so such a fantastic job. Very wide assortment.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I think we've probably covered everything. If we didn't, they can always find out more at downtownhays.com.
Visit Hayes.com.
HayesChamber.com.
Perfect. You've been watching Hays Headlines and what's going on in the month of July here in Hays. We look forward to seeing you again next month.